So we are back with a brand new episode of Walkin' and Talkin' with Tim. And my guest today is my new friend, Ashley Griffiths. Did I say that right?
Yes. Well,
there's an S on the end. It makes it confusing.
You don't pronounce the S.
Really?
Yes. So it is Griffith.
So it's Ashley Griffith, which
Big
makes it easier for me because I thought it sounded kind of strange to use the S. Anyway, and Ashley, we're going to guy left here, young lady. Ashley is the executive director for Gloucester County Habitat for Humanity. And how long have you been in that position?
In this position, 6 months.
6 months.
Very new.
So let's start off by telling our audience exactly what Habitat for Humanity does.
Sure. So Habitat for Humanity is a 501c3 nonprofit. We are a national organization. That's a lie, actually. We're an international organization. The entire thing is Habitat for Humanity International. So we are the affiliate in Gloucester County, New Jersey, and we build brand new construction homes, and then we sell them to low-income home buyers and make the mortgage affordable to them.
So you're making it possible for people who generally find it impossible to own a home.
Yes. Yeah, they cannot otherwise qualify for any kind of financing. It's very hard. Like basically the American dream of home ownership is completely inaccessible to these families who might be working multiple jobs, things like that. I mean, they're working families, they're paying rent, they're just working, you know, they're working paycheck to paycheck. So even with an FHA loan, you need 3% down. It's really difficult sometimes, you know, for families to get that 3% down that they need.
Which is magical, really. I mean, when you guys deliver a house, it's got to be like, you know, the best feeling on the planet, right?
It's completely life-changing. Like that's the thing about it, you know.
For them and you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And for, you know, anyone who's associated with Habitat. We always call it, we were joking earlier, Habititis. I mean, people realize, you know, whether you're a volunteer, you're a financial donor, you're a product donor for the resource, you're a resource shopper. I mean, you are touching our mission and you're making an impact in these families' lives.
Making a difference.
Making a difference.
Love that. So as we're walking around and talking and asking lots of questions and being doubly ADD, the two of us, God knows, I can't imagine how we even got all the information.
Took a while.
It took a while. So you told me that you grew up in the town that I grew up in. So Ashley here is from Levittown, PA, originally, right? And that's exactly where I grew up. And she didn't grow up too far from where I live.
No, like what, 5 minutes? 10 minutes?
Which is super creepy, right? And but we never would have known each other because you're like way younger than me. But you have family members that are closer to my age, right? Your brother and your sister are closer to my age. So I don't know them, unfortunately, but it's pretty cool, though, to find that out.
Yeah.
Not only that, go ahead.
Well, especially because I thought that you grew up in Philly, because that's what you had told me when we first
started
met. I was like,
Philly.
oh, Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you asked where I grew up. I was like, Levittown. Stopped in your tracks. Levittown.
My family's from Philly, and when I was about 1, I think, they moved us out to Levittown.
Okay.
And then we also found out that on top of that, right, that cool item, is that both our dads are truck drivers, which is pretty wild, right?
Yep.
And then, so let's move into what got you to where you are today. So you started out at Temple University, right? So you moved over. You said you moved to Jersey first? Or after Temple?
After Temple.
Right.
After Temple. It's been a while.
All right.
After Temple. So I went to Temple in Philadelphia to get a degree in history to be a teacher, yeah, to teach high school or middle school. I was gonna, you know, I wasn't choosy, but it was really hard to find a teaching position. I don't know why. I think it was the recession. They were laying teachers off when I graduated, and so I started, you know, looking for different jobs, and an opportunity popped up. It was an AmeriCorps service position. I had never heard of AmeriCorps, but I had heard of the Peace Corps.
Me either.
AmeriCorps is like the domestic Peace Corps.
Ah.
And
we're learning.
I know, see?
We're learning.
And I hope that everyone Googles AmeriCorps because it's an incredible program. But yeah, so I served a year in AmeriCorps. The service was at Habitat for Humanity in Burlington County, New Jersey. And we were talking about Habititis. I fell absolutely in love with the Habitat mission. I really did. Like, just felt like why did I ever want to be a teacher? This is where I should be.
The mission of service, right?
Yep. So, and then we ended up moving prior to that though. So I had graduated.
You and Jimmy.
To live. Me and Jimmy.
What's up, Jimmy?
Gonna be like, oh.
James, I'm just kidding, James.
So we moved because I'd never, no offense, I'd never wanted to live in Jersey, and anyone who's from Pennsylvania understands that because there's like this weird, dynamic between Pennsylvania and New Jersey. So I was like, oh, Jersey. And then we moved here and I fell in love with Jersey. I think it's a beautiful state. It's fantastic. I fell in love with Palmyra. So yeah, that's where it was. And then I worked right down the street at Habitat.
Right, but you got brought back to center when you came back to Habitat, right? So you had a few jobs in between.
I did, yeah. So I stayed with that affiliate probably about 8 years.
Yep.
And I got to the point, the affiliate grew very, very quickly. While I was there, I learned a lot. It was, it was right after I graduated. So it was my, my first, I hate to say it like this, but first big girl job.
Yeah.
And so, I wanted to see what else was out there. I wanted to see, what other nonprofits I could work with. And I felt like I had learned a lot in a short amount of time. So I wanted to see what else was out there. And so I worked with Operation Homefront, which is a great nonprofit supporting military families.
Right.
And I got the opportunity, I got the word that Gloucester County Habitat was looking for an executive director. And everything, like even during my break, Habitat like gravitated around me. People would constantly contact me and be like, oh my gosh, what's Habitat doing? I still have tons of friends with Habitat. And, so I said, yeah, I want to jump on this opportunity to come back because it really is. And we just talked about it, but it is life-changing for people. And it's a fantastic organization all around.
100%. Mm-hmm. So some other things that we talked about were, that your cool thing. Let's talk about your cool thing, which you're going to say isn't cool, but
no, it is cool.
You said, well, she was
People
nervous.
say it isn't cool.
People say people. Like Joey on Friends. People. So you were in theater.
Yes.
You still are in theater, really.
I am still in theater.
Which is kind of cool. So you're a singer.
Mm-hmm. Singer. So I would rate it, there's like the three, right? The triple threat. It's the acting is my favorite. Singing is my second favorite. Dancing is my third favorite and the hardest.
And the hardest?
Yes.
But you're still doing it.
Yes.
Anywhere we can go catch you in a play or something like that? Or where are you doing this stuff?
Well, I have not had a whole lot of time lately. But Haddonfield Plays and Players. That was, that's a great theater that I've done. I did Cat on a Hot Tin Roof at Haddonfield Plays and Players. The Road Company, so the Grand in Williamstown in Gloucester County. I got the incredible opportunity to play Velma in Chicago.
Very cool.
Yeah. So, just kind of keeping my eye out and...
Which we conspired because my daughter is also a theater girl,
And incredibly talented. I did see a video.
I did play it, Kristen. Sorry.
Incredibly talented. We got to talk.
So onward and upward. So let's talk about, so you're living in Palmyra.
Well, not now.
No, that's right. You moved from Palmyra to Lumberton.
Yeah, so 6 months in this position.
Yeah.
I bought a house 6 months ago.
That's like 45 minutes away.
Yeah, further away than Palmyra was. So that was unfortunately bad timing, but it's fine.
You and Jimmy, I mean James.
Yeah.
So
Me and Jim.
Poor James. So you did tell me also that your Zen thing is your love of.
What did I say?
Animals.
Oh, I was going to say, I have a couple Zen things, but yes, love of my animals. It's definitely Zen. That's a Zen thing.
What I got out of you was that your Zen thing is you love animals like more than anything. Yeah,
you're right. That does bring me Zen. That does. My, I have a dog and a cat. They are my children. I do not have human children. And they are literally my children. So much so that you're a vegetarian. Yeah, I was just going to say, I don't know. I became a vegetarian when I was 21 years old. And it's so funny. if Jimmy's watching, because when I told him, I said, I'm not going to eat meat anymore. And he laughed at me and he goes, ha, we'll see how long that lasts.
Oh, geez. Well, Jimmy, I think you're losing that battle.
15 years.
15 years.
Yep.
That's a long time.
It is. Yeah, but it's been amazing. So.
Wow, it's a really long time.
Yeah.
So what is next? Like, what's up? Like, what is Habitat doing right now? It's really cool.
Well, we're building something that I'm very proud of and personally involved in. Is the Veterans Build. So we have a Veterans Build going on in Woodbury. We just got the entire lot graded, so getting it ready for the foundation to be put in. The Veterans Build to me is an extremely important program. I was actually involved with the other Habitat when we just implemented the Veterans Build program, and I serve on the board of Delaware Valley Veterans Consortium.
Nice.
Which is, again, please Google it, especially if you're working with veterans. It's an incredible organization that helps out other nonprofits, and for-profits that are serving veterans.
Right.
So we're doing a Veterans Build in Woodbury. We are working on a build, we will be working on a build in Clayton.
Right.
Coming up, so that should be finished by the end of this fiscal year, which is the end of June. And then we hopefully are closing on the Deptford Avenue property. So that's a regular build.
Very nice.
In early November. So really excited about that. So we're looking for dedication invites.
There you go. All of which, I'm a technology company that we will be installing TVs for.
Yes.
So
we're very grateful.
So all of your new living rooms will have at least a 50-inch television mounted on the wall by Telecorp Technologies. I've actually never said the name of my company on any interview before. That's the first time.
But it's very deserving. So thank you, Telecorp.
It's fun stuff. We like doing this stuff. We want to help. So, but if anybody wants to get a hold of you or Habitat for Humanity in Gloucester County Habitat for Humanity, I want to say it correctly because she told me I wasn't supposed to say it the other way.
Thank you.
How would they do that?
So go to our website. It's gclakegloucestercounty-habitat.org. And really, I mean, if you see things on there, there are volunteer opportunities on there, there are sponsorship opportunities, there's a lot of information on there. If you still have questions, then just email us. Fill out the form. I would give you my email address, but it's very long. So
just call and ask for
contact
Ashley.
Forms. Yes, call us, ask for me. Seriously, and we have a couple really, really fun and unique opportunities right now. So we have skilled labor on construction. So we're looking for electricians. We're looking for,
I saw that too.
Almost got run over. We're looking for, skilled carpenters, guys and gals and everywhere in between that, are familiar with hand tools and things like that, supervising groups. So we're looking for that. We also have a really unique position, which is a volunteer coordinator. This is a position that you can do from home. So you can do it remotely. It is very flexible. You can do it completely on your schedule. So that's our other need is volunteers in our restore. If you have not come by our restore, please come visit.
It's a very cool place.
We have lots of different items. Everything is donated. Everything is sold at up to 70% off retail value.
Sometimes new stuff.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. We have brand new stuff, we have used stuff, and it's always gently used. So, you won't see anything, that shouldn't be being sold.
Right.
But all of that supports, all the proceeds that we get in the store support our operations and support the construction. Yep.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for being on.
Thank you.
Thanks for the enlightenment into Habitat. And again, if you need any information, don't be afraid to call and ask for Ashley. Thanks for watching. Keep on moving. Keep on walking. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. So we will see you, right?
Uh-huh.
What were you going to say? Go ahead.
Well, I want to say just real quick, because I always feel like we don't get a lot of opportunities to do this, but the people who already support us and are already involved, like Tim, like Telecorp, thank you. Because it really, that's the best part about Habitat is that it's all about community. And so thank you to all of our current supporters and partners.
Well, thank you.
Sorry.
I appreciate that. No, I appreciate that. That's very nice. But anyway, so yes, you guys, we will see you next time on Walkin' and Talkin' with Ashley today. with Tim. See ya.